In this step, let's start playing with Elastic Beanstalk. I would go in here and type in Elastic Beanstalk. And I'm making use of Elastic Beanstalk, run and manage web applications. Let's go into Elastic Beanstalk. Amazon Elastic Beanstalk provides end-to-end web application management. Elastic Beanstalk is an easy-to-use service for deploying and scaling web applications and services developed with a variety of languages: Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, Docker. A wide variety of applications can be deployed to Elastic Beanstalk. If I would want to set up an application using EC2 instances, then I would need to first create an EC2 instance, then install the right runtime on it, maybe something like Java or Python, and then install the application down there. And if I would want to have multiple instances, then I would need to manage load balancing for them. I would need to manage auto scaling for them. So all those things become my responsibilities. However, Elastic Beanstalk enables us to give all those responsibilities to AWS. As it says in here, Elastic Beanstalk makes it very, very easy to deploy your web applications. You can deploy your application in minutes. Let's try that out right now. I want to create an application. So what we want to do is to create a web app, and the application name I would say is my first Elastic Beanstalk application. I'll leave the tags empty. Next, we would choose the platform. You can see that there are a wide variety of platforms which are supported: .NET, Go, Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, Tomcat, and you can also deploy any containers that you have. What I would want to do is to keep things simple. I'll go for a Python application. So I'll choose Python application. I'll choose the latest Python version which is suggested. And I would recommend you to choose the latest platform version which is present in here. The platform version which we are choosing in here is the version of Elastic Beanstalk. Make sure that you are using the latest version of Elastic Beanstalk which is available at the time you're watching this course. Next, we would need to choose the application code. If you have a Python application, a Python web application that you want to deploy, you can choose that application. What we'll do now is to keep things simple. What we'll do is to use a sample application. The next thing we'll do is to configure more options. If you go to configure more options, you'd see that there are a wide variety of options that Elastic Beanstalk provides for you. As part of software, you can choose if you'd want to enable X-ray. X-ray is the tracing service in AWS. If you want to trace your request across multiple microservices and multiple AWS services, you can make use of X-ray. For now, let's keep it disabled. If you want, you can also enable log streaming and rotating the logs automatically. For now, let's not worry about software or instances. What we'll do is we'll go to capacity. Right now, you'd see that it's a single instance environment type. What I would want to do is to create multiple instances. I would also want to create a load balancer. So what I can do in here is I would go and say edit. And over here, if I scroll up, I would see that it is a single instance environment type. What I would want is a load balanced environment. So what I will do is to choose load balanced. When you choose single instance, only one instance is created. However, if you go for load balanced, you can choose how many instances need to be created. You can configure the min and the max. I'll leave the min at 1 and the maximum I would make it 2. So we are creating a load balanced environment with multiple instances. And if you scroll down in the scaling settings, you can also configure how scaling needs to be done. What kind of metrics need to be used to increase the number of instances or decrease the number of instances. I would take the defaults for the scaling triggers as well. So let's go ahead and say save. The other things that you can configure in here are related to security, monitoring, how you'd want to handle platform updates. You can also set up notifications based on events which are happening in Elastic Beanstalk. You can also configure if you'd want your Elastic Beanstalk to be part of a VPC. And you can also associate a database with your Elastic Beanstalk environment. The last thing you can do is to add tags with your Elastic Beanstalk environment. What I'll do is I'll take the defaults for all these and I would go ahead and say create app. You can see that the creation of the Elastic Beanstalk environment has now been kickstarted. The creation of this Elastic Beanstalk environment will take a little while. We are creating multiple instances. We are creating a load balancer. What I would recommend you to do is to grab a coffee and I'll see you on the other side.